Hey everybody, welcome to Monday morning. It is Valentine's Day. Everybody say hello. Want you to use that chat section, ask any questions you have, any comments you have. I want you to be part of the conversation. Today's really cool because I'm going to explain something today about NFTs, which I had no clue what these things were. I really didn't. And I'm actually going to give you a place where you can create them. You don't have to be an artist or anything. And it's not just pictures. It's all kinds of things. It's courses, it's memberships, it's all kinds of things that you can use NFTs for. So stick with me today. I think you're really going to like this, and I'm going to give you resources where you can do this. You need to get on this. This is important stuff. Hey, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live. Man, I'm excited about this stuff today because this is one of those things. It's kind of like when they came out with smartphones, and I'm going back to I don't know, 2009 maybe. And I thought, who the heck wants a smartphone? Who's going to text somebody when you can just call them? I mean, that's the dumbest thing in the world. So I was not on top of that because I don't ever call anybody anymore, unless it's my kids or my wife occasionally. I don't call people. I text all the time, and I don't even type text. I talk to text. So it's just kind of funny how you don't think these things are important. Like NFTs, the first time I heard about an NFT, I thought, well, who the heck's going to pay for a picture when you could just take a screenshot of a picture? But it's not about that, okay? And in this session today, I'm going to explain to you why it's not about that, why that is not the thing. And if you have questions about this stuff as I go along, because it's a little hard to wrap your head around if you haven't done this before. But once you get into NFTs, guys, oh my gosh, it's like a whole new world's going to open up for you. It really is. I guess the first immediate benefits to creating NFT for your business is that NFTs prove authorship. Okay, so if you release an ebook or a course or art or music or whatever it is, any type of digital asset, think about it that way. Having an NFT associated with that asset proves its authenticity. So even if somebody tries to copy or forge your asset, your course, whatever, your audience has protection because of authenticity. Okay, that's how I want you to think about this. This makes it less likely that your community will fall victim to scams and forgeries. Okay, and I know a lot of people have tried to forge my courses over the years. They've tried to copy screenshots. They've tried to do all that stuff. So NFTs can also be used for access. Whether you're selling access to a membership, community, an event, if you're doing an event like tickets to a concert, something like that, by associating an NFT with a point of access, you're giving your audience a much smoother experience. Everything on the back end happens automatically and instantly. I mean, Coachella is now selling keys to their events for different accesses, okay? You'll also be protecting your membership or event for potential scalpers, okay? So people can't scalp tickets. Every time somebody tries to resell your NFT, you still receive the funds as spelled out in a smart contract. And because NFT proves authorship, you don't have to worry about someone being able to access your membership with forgery. It's not going to happen. And finally, many businesses are finding that when they use NFTs to amplify and improve their community engagement, whether they're using NFTs to access their community, reward their community for certain action stuff they're going to do, proof of attendance, they can use these as tokens for certain activities or to provide the community with additional value and increased participation. So it's not just what you think it is, okay? And I had a really hard time wrapping my brain around it. Now that I'm there, I'm thinking of all the applications I could use it for. Audience members feel more value invested in the community because they are in part defining the culture and value of the community by buying the NFT from you. Business owners can then connect their audiences directly and protect them online. So why use NFTs for fundraising? Think about it this way. Businesses already have access to really good crowdfunding programs. They've got like Kickstarter and they've got all those things, right? But the primary difference is the fact that an NFT sits on a blockchain, okay? Now, think of a blockchain as an Excel spreadsheet where you can see everything that's going on. The The blockchain makes everything transparent and trackable, allowing the community to follow everything. Because of the transparency, they can see exactly the money that is coming from and where it is going to, offering them much more purchasing power than before. Whereas you're not going to get that if you put it on another site. On the other side, because everything is sitting on the blockchain, you keep that connection with your investors. You can continue to build the foundation you've already started, and you can add more value through airdrops to people who have funded your NFT during your fundraiser. So that's something else you can do. So before you actually want to create an NFT, you want to think about, number one, what is your goal? Okay, what's your goal in creating an NFT? In the NFT space, it's specifically about defining what you want the NFT to bring your business and what your business can bring the community or industry with the NFT. So you got to define that goal up front before you do anything. Then what you want to do is you want to decide what kind of NFTs you want to create, okay? And I mean, like, I'm thinking like millions of things I could do, really. The sky is the limit right now as far as types of NFTs that your business can mint. In theory, anything that can be digitally stored on the web can be made into an NFT. So this includes music, it includes sounds, it includes images, videos, all kinds of stuff, courses, memberships, all of those can become an NFT. In fact, even ebooks and guides can be tied to an NFT by coding them as unlockable content. This means the purchaser would have to buy the NFT and then receive a link to where they can access that digital product. So it really does protect the stuff that you're creating out there. And thankfully, NFT art doesn't have to be complex. NFT art ranges in complexity and creativity from high detailed to intricate to minimalistic, okay, to where there's not much to it. You probably have heard of NFTs. You probably, are kind of wondering what they are, but you're probably also wondering how to start designing your NFT. If you're creating an NFT for your online guide or ebook, for example, it would be easy to use a book cover or something similar for the NFT art. On the other hand, if you're creating NFT for video, then you may want to look at something a little bit more closely related to the video and what the video is about. There may be some limitations as to the size of the art. Keep that in mind. During the mining process, okay, yes, there's a mining process, the NFT art is combined with the smart contract coding, which contains all of the metadata of the NFTs, and they sit on this blockchain or this like Excel spreadsheet type thing. While they're on the blockchain, they can't take up too much room, so they can't be too big, okay? So it is limited. But you can find all of those file restrictions and limitations easily during the minting process and when you're actually minting that NFT. You can also look into something called Generative Art, which is another way to acquire artwork for your NFT. The way that this works is you find a collection of art, and while you have a general sense of the aesthetic, you won't know which piece of art you will be assigned to your NFT until you go through the minting process, okay? And the minting process is really the creation process. Number 3, you can work with artists to make your NFTs for you. You can find an artist that can help you design your NFT. However, there's still a lot of gray area when it comes to things like licensing and creative materials and what you can do with it also. So you need to have that up front agreed upon with the person working on this. A much more effective approach would be to find an artist to create NFTs with you. Bring them on as a member of your team where they can help you create what you're trying to do and gain the benefit of being in on the ground floor. And a lot of them are very interested in doing that. And the fourth thing I'm going to tell you is you want to choose a platform for minting and selling your NFT. You do have to have a platform. This is not something you can just do on your own, okay? You're going to have some help here. Knowing what you want to accomplish will help you choose the platform that you want to use and the mint to sell your NFT. While some platforms are invite only, okay, they're like a VIP platform, there's others that are open to everybody. Every platform has its own way of starting the transactions, and every transaction will occur in what's called a gas fee, okay? This is kind of like a transaction fee, but they call it a gas fee when you're dealing with NFTs. Some of the larger invitation-only platforms have a gas fee when you mint your NFT, and another when your NFT goes to the actual blockchain. So you have to be charged twice. Some of the smaller platforms only have a gas fee for minting because adding the NFT to the blockchain doesn't create a separate transaction. However, as of right now, many of these smaller platforms have a smaller user base, so the NFT availability doesn't really have any high ticket prices. They're all low cost items. Therefore, while it may be easier to get started on some of these smaller platforms, if you're looking to sell high-end NFT at a high price, these platforms may not be for you, simply because their use base isn't for high-end NFTs. So you may want to find a different one, okay? Now, what I want to do real quick is I want to talk about some places that you can actually create your NFTs. They're actually marketplaces. And I want to upsize my screen. I apologize for reaching up here, but I do want to upsize my screen a little bit so I can see some of my notes. Okay, so remember, an NFT, which is called a non-fungible token, that's what it stands for, simply represents ownership of an asset. That's all it is. Okay, so just think of it as a license to a particular product. Before choosing an NFT marketplace, you'll first want to decide the type of digital asset that you're going to be creating. If you're going to be buying, selling, whatever you're doing, okay? Just about anything digital, written words, videos, like I said in the beginning, can be used as an NFT. They can be tokenized, okay? That's what they call it, tokenized on a blockchain, such as Ethereum, okay? You can use that. The most common blockchain network NFTs are built on, so that narrowing them down to your interests is really a good place to start. All right, so another consideration, and I got something here on my screen that's popped up. Let me kill this. Another consideration is the type of tokens supported on the marketplace. Some of them support a wide variety of tokens. Others are a closed marketplace, and they utilize specific proprietary tokens. So when opening an NFT marketplace account, be sure to fund your blockchain wallet with the right crypto or token required to participate in the site's activity. You'll be prompted to link your wallet to the NFT marketplace once you've opened up an account. Also, check to see that the kind of security in the marketplace has the force that is needed to really protect whatever you have. So what I'd like to do is I want to go through probably the top 10 marketplaces, and let me get my screen straight here. I got something popping up that's bugging me. There we go. Got it off the screen. All right, so the first one I want to talk about is called OpenSea, and I probably, let me see, I'm going to put this in the chat section. Let me get over here and do this. I'm going to put it right here. And guys, put some comments in there. Let me know what you think about today's training. Let me know any questions you may have. Let me know anything that you need help with, okay? All right, so the first one is OpenSea, and let me get that in there. I'm gonna copy that and stick it over here, and there we go. And you could just Google OpenSea. I think it's .io. I don't think it's .com. I meant to put that link in there. I didn't get a chance to do that, but that's the first one. Now, OpenSea is really the leader in NFT sales. OpenSea has all sorts of digital assets. They're all available on the platform, and it's free to sign up and browse all of these different offerings. Doesn't cost you a dime. It also supports artists and creators and has an easy to use process. If you want to create your own NFT, known as minting, okay, the marketplace supports more than 150 different payment tokens. So the platform's name is appropriate, okay? It is an OpenSea, right? For an introduction to the NFT world, OpenSea is a great place to start. And that's the first one I'm gonna tell you about. I wanna tell you about 10 of these different marketplaces. They're all really cool. The next one is called Axey Marketplace. And let me put that in the chat section also so that you guys have that. Boom, boom, boom. There it is, okay. All right, Axey Marketplace. So Axey Marketplace is an online type of shop or mark for the video game Axie Infinity. Okay, so this gets a little complicated. Axies are mythical creatures that can be brought and bought and trained and then pitted against other players. Axies actually earn rewards. On Axey Marketplace, players can buy new Axeys as well as entire lands and other items as NFTs for use within the game. Now, Axey Infinity tokens called Axey Shards are built on the Ethereum blockchain. As such, they can be bought and sold in a variety of other NFT marketplaces, as well as some cryptocurrency exchanges such as Coinbase Global and stuff like that. Next one I want to tell you about is Larva Labs CryptoPunks. Okay, I know this is all new language for everybody out there, new stuff, but you know, it always is. You know, there's always new stuff popping up out there. So let me put this in here, paste. There we go. And then let me tell you a little bit about this. Okay, so Larva Labs CryptoPunks. Larva Labs is really best known, I guess, for the viral CryptoPunks NFT project. They were originally given away for free back in 2017, but some of the CryptoPunks recently have sold for millions of dollars since then. Larva Labs has other digital art products such as auto golfs, as well as other Ethereum blockchain-based app development projects. So there's a lot of stuff out there. Larva Labs CryptoPunks NFTs are sold out at this point, but they can be bid on and they can be bought from various third-party marketplaces. Think of it as a piece of jewelry. You know, you could sell all the rings in your case out there, but those people could then sell those rings to another person. That's essentially what you're doing here. Larva Labs' various projects are worth keeping tabs on, including MeBits. MeBits can be bid on directly from the company's built-in marketplace. All right, next one up, number 4 is NBA Shot Marketplace. And let me put this in the chat section also so that you guys have that. All right, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Now, I know on the surface, this guys, is going to sound more and more complicated, but as you get your head wrapped around this, it's really not hard. It's going to make total sense. Everybody's going to be using these. I can tell you this. NBA Top Shot is the National Basketball Association and Women's National Basketball Association's jump into the NFT world, okay? This marketplace has collectible moments. These are video clips and play highlights and art that can be purchased from the world's premier basketball leagues. The NBA built this as a closed type marketplace, so you can only buy and sell on Top Shot. That's the only place you can go to get these, using Flow blockchain built by Dapper Labs. It's easy to sign up and buy directly on the Top Shot Marketplace website. Collectible moments can be purchased for as little as a few dollars on up to millions of dollars, depending on what you're bidding on and what you want to buy. The next one is called Rarible, and let me put that in the chat section so you guys have that. You're going to have a list of the top 10 marketplaces. There you go. All right, you got that one in there now, and I'm copying and pasting all of these. Richard says this topic is like foreign language to me. It was to me too, Richard. I don't want you to think that this is complicated, because it's really not. But he does say this topic is like foreign language to me. If this is a fad or it's possible to get scammed by any of these crypto NFT digital platforms. None of the platforms I'm going to tell you about today you can get scammed on. You can't. You are protected, okay? So you're good to go. There will always be scams out there, but NFTs offer you protection on your content, and especially you, Richard, because I know you had some courses early on. It's going to help protect those courses, and nobody can scam them because they have to have that code to be able to see the course and use the course. So it's actually going to be very, very beneficial to you. And did I put Rarible in there? Let's see, due to the cyberpunks. I did put Rarible in there. Rarible is like another large marketplace with all sorts of NFTs, and it's very similar to OpenSea. It's because it's got all kinds of art and videos, collectibles. It's got music in there. You can buy and sell stuff in there, and they're all created on that platform. However, unlike OpenSea, you'll need to use the marketplace's own token, Rarible, which is crypto : I think it's RARI, to buy and sell in the marketplace. Rarible is built on the Ethereum blockchain, although artwork can be managed on OpenSea as well as Rarible tokens. Okay, so you can buy and sell on either one of them. The company actually has partnered with some notable companies. I mean, big companies are in there. The New York Stock Exchange, Taco Bell is listed on Rarible. Cloud software giant Adobe is on there. They also partnered with Rarible to help secure NFT artists and creators' work. This is not a fad. I thought a smartphone was a fad. I really did. I thought, who the heck is going to want to do that? This is going to be pretty much what you're going to use every day. You're going to use NFTs. If you've been shying away from NFTs because you say it's too complicated, it's some fad thing and some fringe thing, you're wrong. You're wrong. This is something that's going to be in everyday life. Everybody's going to be using them very soon. So you might as well just go ahead and learn about them because everybody's going to use them. The next site I want to tell you about is Super Rare. Super Rare. And let me copy this and I can put it in the chat section. And just check out all these sites and kind of, work your way around it. A lot of them have some really good tutorials that will explain some of this to you. I can only explain so much, in 30 minutes in training on here. But you need a little bit more training. Similar now, Super Rare is kind of like Rarible, but Super Rare is also building a marketplace for digital creators. The site includes art, videos, and 3D images, but collectors can purchase artwork using Ethereum. Okay, Super Rare just recently actually announced that they have their own token of the same name based on Ethereum blockchain. The tokens will be used to find and curate new talent for the marketplace. Like Rarible, Super Rare NFTs can be bought and sold on OpenSea. So a lot of these platforms that I'm talking about will tie themselves back to OpenSea, which is the first one I talked about. And we're down to number 7 now, and it's called Foundation. Let me get that in the chat box there. I want you to have a list of all of these. Right, paste. We'll get rid of that comment there. So Super Rare, let's talk about Super Rare. Or excuse me, Foundation. Foundation, and I think it's foundation.app, was designed as a simple, no frill type of way to bid on digital art. Sales are made using Ethereum. Since the marketplace launched in early 2021, it's sold more than, get this guys, hang on. It was just in 2021 when it was launched, it sold $100 million worth of NFTs. So it ain't a fad. This is not a fad, guys. This is something you're going to be involved in. If you're doing anything online, you will be involved with NFTs. Artists are invited to the platform by the Foundation community, and buyers simply need a crypto wallet funded with Ethereum to start making purchases. If you're looking for a quick and easy way to start creating your own NFTs, Foundation probably isn't the best place to begin because the marketplace has plenty of artwork that can be perused in a simple format, but they aren't cheap. Okay, so that may not be the best place to start. The next one is number 8, and we're going to have 10 of these guys. Let me copy this one and stick it in there. It just, make some notes of this stuff. You don't have to understand every single thing today, right? Just kind of try to wrap your brain around a little bit. I put this Foundation in there, and now I'm putting Nifty Gateway. All right, so you got Nifty Gateway in there. Now, Nifty Gateway has really made the sale of the most popular digital artists, such as Beeble and singer-musician Grimes, part of their offering. It's an art curation platform powered by crypto exchange Gemini. So all of these kind of have different ways of paying, but it is controlled by the Winklevoss twins. And if you don't know who the Winklevoss twins are, you can search that. The NFTs known as Nifties are built on Ethereum. Almost all of these are built on Ethereum, okay? Besides being a curated platform, Nifty Gateway also hosts NFT purchases, which means the NFTs aren't stored on your own wallet, but they are actually stored for you by Nifty Gateway and Gemini. So they're the ones actually storing it. Sometimes you store it in your wallet, sometimes they store it. While that may not work for NFT collectors who want more flexibility with their own art investments, Nifty purchases and sales can also be made in flat currency, like US dollars. Not all of them can, without making a crypto purchase first. Okay, so that's something to think about. And I've got multiple actually cryptocurrencies now. They're not doing well. I didn't do that well on them, but it is something, jump into, put a few $100 in it and get to know it. The next one I want to tell you about is Mintable. All right. And this is one of those subjects. I think it's funny. I don't get as many questions from you guys from them. And I don't get questions because people are still trying to figure out what the heck it is. You know, if I were to talk about, let's say, SEO, I get tons of questions. So, you know, you may want to wrap your head around it and then come back to the comment section and then ask whatever questions you want. I am going through questions today. Did I put minimal in there? Yes, I am going through questions today. So today would be a good day to get them in there. That way you're going to get your answers quick. All right. So Mintable is actually Mark Cuban. Okay. That's who it's backed by, the billionaire Mark Cuban. And we all know him from Shark Tank. He started a marketplace similar to OpenSea. To participate in buying and selling NFTs on Mintable, you'll need Ethereum, okay? The platform also supports minting of NFTs for creators and all types, from photographers to musicians to whoever who want to sell their work as a digital asset. This is going to protect a lot of artists, guys, and you're not going to be able to rip off artists either once they have all these NFTs. As an aspiring NFT collector or creator, you will need to purchase Ethereum from a crypto exchange first. That's something you're going to have to do. Then connect their wallet to Mintable to facilitate bidding and buying on the marketplace. And you can go to Mintable also, and you can kind of see how it works. You can, you know, watch some tutorials on there. The last one I have on the list today is let me get it out. Theta Drop. Okay, let me copy that and put that in the chat section there. Boom. Theta Drop. Theta Drop. Let's talk about Theta Drop. Theta Drop is also built on the blockchain technology, and it's built for decentralized distribution of videos and TV on the internet. So the NFT Marketplace, Theta Drop, made its debut in 2021 with the World Poker Tour's digital collectibles. The World Poker Tour is an early adopter of Theta TV and uses the platform to stream its content. So big people are getting into this, guys. They wouldn't be doing this otherwise, okay, if it was just going to be a flash in the pan. Theta utilizes its own blockchain technology to participate in the Theta Drop NFT Marketplace. You're going to need to buy Theta tokens, okay? On a crypto marketplace, it's THETA. Various crypto exchanges such as Binance, which is the one I use Binance, support Theta. And the tokens and NFTs purchased with them, they can be stored in a crypto wallet as well as Theta's own crypto app. Okay, so that's kind of an overview. Now, when you're investing in NFTs, the marketplace are your path to investing in digital assets, collectibles, the art, but there are lots of options out there. You want to make sure that you choose the one that best suits what you're buying and selling and what you want to do, your storage needs. You want to think of all that. Also be aware that this is a new industry. It is highly speculative. Okay, so you could go in there and spend $10 and make $1 million, or you could go in there and spend $1 million and it could be reduced to $10. Some NFTs may skyrocket in value, but there is no guarantee to this, guys. It is very speculative. It will level out, I think, but the value of digital art and collectible works much the same as physical art and collectibles. Value is subjective, and it's also determined by factors such as uniqueness and the reputation of the artist who made it. Make a purchase, if any, with your overall investment strategy, net worth, your investment goals, and all that in mind, okay? Buyer beware and be careful in your investments. That's all I would tell you on that stuff. All right, let me get back over to the screen here. Now, if you guys have, I know I've gone through a lot of information. This is a lot of stuff to digest. This is a lot of stuff to understand. But if you have any questions on it, if you have any input on this, do you understand it any better than when you first started today? I hope you do. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard to comprehend. I know it's hard to get, but you're gonna need to know this stuff. I'm telling you, you're gonna need to know this. I shied away from it so much in the beginning. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Who the heck would pay for a picture when you can just see the picture and you can screenshot it? It's not like that. This proves authenticity. That's what gives it value. If you have a piece of music and you just record it, you've got the piece of music, but if you've got the original piece of music that you can sell to somebody else, it has a lot of value. The original piece of art, the original course, the original membership, whatever it is, you can use NFTs for. You want to dig into this further. You want to study more. I have no other videos on my channel about NFTs. This is going to be the only one right now about NFTs. I'm sure I will have more later on. I'm certain of it. Let's see here. I spent $500 on crypto called OneCoin about 4 years ago and later collapsed. How can I avoid it happening again? You can't. You can't. I didn't buy a lot. I bought a decent amount of crypto, but I'll tell you the one thing I would recommend to you, Richard, is don't buy one and say, oh, I hope it works well. That would be like me doing one video on my channel and going, I hope it works well. Some of my videos work really, really well, and some of them tank, okay? Some of the courses I do work really, really well, and some of them tank. Some of the ads I do. So if you're picking up what I'm saying here, is you want to spread your money out over a whole bunch of different ones. That's the way you want to do it. I would never run one ad on YouTube and go, that's my ad, I hope I make $1 million. You won't, it's just not the way to do it. You've got to kind of spread out your money. Do a little bit of research. Look at what the past performance was of that crypto, okay? What was it doing in the past? When did it start? Who's behind it? It's no different than being in the stock market and figuring out what the stock market's doing. And right now the stock market's tanking, guys, because of things that are going on around the world, which you probably know about, which I don't want to say because then I get my video demonetized and I don't want that to happen. So you can't really protect yourself from losing on an individual crypto. However, you can hedge your bet by buying several different cryptos, and some of them could do really well. And that's what I did. I think I have, let me look at my crypto here. Where is my crypto? It's up in here somewhere. All right, so I'm using Binance. And I've got ADA, which is ADA. I have portions of that. I've got BNB for crypto. I've got Doge, DOGE, and I've got VET, VED. Okay, so those are mine that I bought. You know, and I've just kind of spread my money out. Overall, I have not done well. I'm not going to tell you I have not done well, but I'm figuring it out. And you know what? Overall, I didn't do well when I started online. I lost my butt. I lost all kinds of money when I first started out selling online. Since then, I've made millions of dollars. But it's a daily thing. Yesterday, we had a tremendous day. One of the best days we've had in about a week. And it was a good day for it too. I will share this with you. I went out and bought a big screen TV yesterday. And I'd been looking at them for a long time. And I saw this one, and gosh, it was at Costco, and it's the new technology, which is the Neo QLED display screen, which is the newest technology that exists out there. And I brought it home, and I would share the picture with you. It's on my Facebook profile. And we put it on the stand, and the TV is so huge. And it's not one of the biggest ones out there. It's 75. I think it's a 75 inch. Yeah. And I think they've got them in 85 now. But anyhow, it's 75 inch. And the TV stand looks really tiny now. So now I'm stuck getting the TV stand. My wife said, "Oh, we got to get a new TV stand." I'm like, "Oh, that one's fine. You know, the stand is in the middle. It supports it fine." So I posted the picture of it online, and I asked people's opinions. Whoa, did I get opinions? I got so many opinions on that. Overwhelmingly, all women said, "Hey, get her a new stand." And we're in a new house, and I bought almost all new furniture. Anyhow, we've already spent 6 figures just buying furniture for this house. But it's going to be a new stand now. But she's got to find that. I'm not going to look for that. That's all up to her. But it's kind of funny. So anyhow, the reason I share that with you is I spent thousands of dollars for a TV yesterday, and I had such a good day. It all got paid for within a day, and that's nice. And it all got paid for while I was driving around town. I just had orders coming in. So that's really, really nice when days like that happen. And they wouldn't have happened if I hadn't tried in the beginning, you know, some things that didn't work out. So Richard, try some more Bitcoins, buy some different ones, you know, get a Binance account. I have the Binance app, and you can go in there and you can find all kinds of different cryptos and, you know, put $50 in each one, or, you know, $100 or something, and just kind of spread it out and see what happens. Do a little bit of research. Like I said, I do the research, you know, on the stocks I buy. It's never enough research, of course, but I do some research. So that's what I got for you today. A little bit different, but it is how to, you know, start, run, and grow your online business in a certain way. And NFTs are going to be part of your business. They will be part of your business if you're selling anything online. They will be. I'm just telling you. So you do want to wrap your head around it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Please, please, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. Ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live or if I upload a video. Hey, Richard, come to town. We got to have lunch soon. Okay, next time you're in town. Austin's a great place, a lot of places to eat. And I'm not sure, I guess you're still in Houston right now. Put in that chat box where you're at. Who knows, I may get down in that area there. Jessica and I were thinking about taking a little bit of a trip and maybe going down there. So yeah, let me know. You guys have a great day and be kind to each other. Today's Valentine's Day. Everybody's got a Valentine. You say, well, I may not have a significant other, but you know what? Just human beings out there. Treat other human beings with love and kindness. Be nice to other people. Don't blow your horn and get mad and zip around them. We had somebody do that to us the other day. It really offended my wife. It offended me too. I guess we weren't pulling out in traffic fast enough for this person. And I'm thinking, well, just be kind, be nice. This person wasn't nice, unfortunately. You guys have a great day. Thank you for listening today. I'm going to be live again on Wednesday. Check out Wednesday's training. Got some cool stuff for you. You'll get an email Tuesday night if you're on my email list. Otherwise, just check out my channel. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, turn on all notifications, and you'll be notified. You guys have a great day. Be kind to each other. Happy Valentine's.